I'm Dr. Vijay, working as an associate professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering from Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Welcome to Digital System Design Laboratory. In this session, we are going to write the code for Universal Shift Register by using VHDL behavioral modeling. Here we are using the behavioral data style for modeling of universal shift register, and here we are going to perform 4 different shifting operations, that is parallel load and shift left operation, shift right operation, and holding of the output values. That means there is no further change in the input values, and in this particular logic of VHDL program, here I have considered the primary inputs clock, reset, and to perform right shift and left shift operation I have considered SIR and SIR signals. In order to load the input, here I have considered the signal D of size 4 bits, which is of the type vector. In the same way, I have considered the output signal Q, which is also of the same size 4 bits, and here the control signal is S. By using the selection lines of this input S, we are going to perform these 4 operations, and in this particular logic I have declared a temporary signal which is 4 bit size, and in the process here I have included the primary inputs. Whenever there is a change of the inputs, we are going to do the operations. That means if reset equal to 1, I am going to assign temporary equal to 4 zeros, and the same temporary signal output is assigned to the output signal Q. In all the cases, we are going to store the intermediate output in the temporary signal, from which we are finally transferring it to output signal Q. Simply, when there is no reset, that means if reset equal to 0, then based on the clock we are going to perform these 4 operations, that is if reset equal to 0 and clock equal to 1 and at the clock event, that means at the positive edge triggering, we are considering the S value, that is if S equal to the value of 1 1, then we are going to perform this operation parallel load, that is we are storing the primary input D to the temporary signal, and this is the next step, assigning to the output signal Q. Suppose if selection signal is 0 1, then we are going to perform the left shift operation. In the left shift operation, we are assigning the initial bit of the temporary signal, that is temp of 0 is assigned with SIL, and the other MSB bits, that is 3 down to 1, which are actually assigned as the 2 down to 0 values. That means in the LSB bit we are assigning the left shift value, and 2 down to 0 is actually transferred to the 3 down to 1. That means the MSB bit, the third MSB bit is occupied with the second MSB bit, and the next second is going to be occupied with first, and first is occupied with the 0th location. So in this way we are performing the left shift operation. If we perform the right shift operation, here we are selecting the selection line as 1 0. In this case, the MSB bit is actually assigned with right shift signal SIR, and the lower LSB bits, that is 2 down to 0, which are actually assigned with the higher order bits of 3 down to 1. The MSB bit is occupied with, means the MSB bit is transferred to the next location of the vector, and highest bit is already occupied with your serial right shift data, and the next bit is actually occupied with the temporary signal. See, in this way the operation continues. See, this is about right shift operation. While coming into the fourth case of 0 0, that means when the temporary signal is having some previous value, which is again stored to the same temporary variable when the selection line is 0 0. At that particular moment we are not storing any serial input of the right shift or left shift, as well as the parallel loading operation, and in the rest of the case it is the null. See, this is about the primary logic of universal shift register. Now let us do this validation of the logic by using the timing diagrams. Here by default I am assigning the reset signal as 0. Let us consider a clock signal with some values 0 and 1. Here I have considered the time period as 10 nanoseconds. Now let us consider the first operation, that is selection line. I am considering it as 1 1, that is parallel load operation. Whatever the input we do assign to this D input, the same is going to appear across. Say I have considered the D as 1101. That means the same input should reflect across the output signal Q. I am not giving any inputs to this right shift or left shift values. If I run this now, SIR and SIL are unassigned inputs, and we are giving some train of pulses with fixed time period. See, this is the input D1100, which is copied to the output variable Q through this temporary signal. In order to do this parallel loading operation, we have considered the selection line as 1 1. Suppose if we give the selection line as according to the logic, in order to perform the left shift operation, selection line should be 0 1. Here I am considering it as 0 1 for the selection line. In this case, we have to assign SIL value to perform the left shift operation. Here I am considering SIL as, I am assigning it as 1. SIR is unassigned. See, we are performing the left shift operation across this MSB bit of this temporary signal. We are assigning 1. See, it is shifting towards the see, this is the left shift operation, so that we are assigning the same SIL across the LSB bit. Yes, see, for this temporary signal across this LSB bit, we are actually assigning SIL value which is 1 in the temporary signal. See, this value is going to be append with 1 with respect to the clock event, and it is transferred towards the left hand side. Means in the next cycle we have to get the output as 1 0 0 1, because in the LSB bit we are assigning 1. The highest MSB bit should be occupied by the next MSB bit value, that is 1, and the next MSB bit 1 is occupied by the next bit of 0. So in this way we have to get the output as 1 0 0 1. See, when you run this code for this particular duration, initially it has 1 1 0 0. After that, the LSB bit is occupied by 1. See, for each and every clock event, we are going to assign it 1 across the LSB positions, and these 3 bits except the MSB bit, means every time the MSB bit is going to be truncated, it is occupied by the next MSB bit. Here it is 1 1 0 0. Now MSB bit has gone. We are getting the output as 1 0 0 1. The next value is 0 0 1 1. Next 0 1 1. Next 4 1. See, in this way the operation continues. The same temporary signal will be transferred to the output signal Q with respect to this clock event. In the next clock cycle, the temporary value is going to be assigned with Q. Suppose if we want to perform the next operation, that is right shift operation, for which we have to give the selection line as 1 0. Here I am considering selection line as 1 0, and I am assigning SIR with some value of, let us consider it with 0, and here in this particular right shift operation, now the temporary signal MSB bit is going to occupy with SIR value which is nothing but 0 now. Now the 0 should be occupied across the MSB position, and this first MSB bit value should be transferred to the next location, and the same process continues until the last bit. Means in the next cycle we have to get the output as, here initially now it is all 4 ones. Now it should appear like 0 1 1. The next one is 0 0 1 1. See, like that we have to get the output. And here in the first case it is now 0 1 1 we are getting. In the next case it is 0 0 1 1. In the next case it is same way, it is 0 0 1. Next case it is 4 zeros. Initially it is 4 ones. The MSB bit is occupied by the 0 and it is shifted towards the right hand side. See, these 3 bits are transferred to the next locations, and every time the MSB bit is occupied by 0, and the same previous 0 is transferred to the next MSB bit, so that initially it is 0111, next one 0011, next one is 0001, the next case 4 zeros. So the operation continues.
Yes, with this I can conclude the designing of the universal shift register by using VHDL, behavioral style of modeling. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.